emotionally, it's tough because you're just, you're always looking for this feedback that either you're gaining ground or maybe you're losing ground, you're doing the right thing, you're doing the wrong thing, and it's always coming in. And, starting a company, you bump up against a lot of walls.
Can you sing me a song?
Sure. Give me land, lots of land under stories.
When someone you love passes away, how do you want to preserve their legacy and family history? This is something James Vlahos has spent a lot of time thinking about after turning his dad, who died of cancer, into a chatbot.
We do to the Stanford Lights. On that great day, we'll celebrate them on that night after we play.
He's now the maker of HereAfter AI, a new interactive platform that saves your family's stories and history and will let you still talk to your loved ones through a voice avatar. James is trying to reinvent the way we remember people through artificial immortality.
What did you study in college?
At Pomona, I majored in history.
James, how does this work?
HereAfter AI is a way to remember your loved ones interactively and in a way that is more dynamic and less passive than what we've had before with photo albums or even static video recordings or audio recordings. So the essence of what we do is we give you or your loved one a way to record stories and memories about your life, share aspects of your personality, and then we give you a way for your chosen family members, loved ones, friends to hear those memories, to encounter a virtual you through our platform just by asking questions about your life and engaging with your life story avatar to hear what you have to say.
Where did your inspiration come for this idea?
The inspiration for HereAfter AI was definitely very personal. It all began back in 2016. Seems like a while ago now, but two things were happening in my life. I was working on a book about conversational artificial intelligence. I have a background as a tech journalist. And at the same time, my father was dying of cancer. And I had begun doing a conventional oral history project with him and realized through my research on the book that, hey, there might be another way to save his stories, save all these aspects that I love about him in a way that brings him to life in a little bit more, makes it more dynamic and interactive. So I spent nearly a year programming something that I called the Dadbot, which was a chatbot avatar of my father.
So you had this idea. Did you then face any setbacks trying to roll out what you did with your dad's memories into something larger scale?
As probably any entrepreneur you've spoken with will tell you, that the setbacks are many and constant. I suffer from optimism. I think that, this is not easy, but there's going to be a way. But I would say the principal challenge is taking something, I spent nearly a year building one life story avatar of a person I knew well, my father. So imagine trying to take that and turn it into something that anyone and everyone can do with no technical expertise, essentially self-service on their own. And obviously I went into this knowing this is going to take quite a bit of technical development to make that happen. But there's so many little steps to get to where you're going. And, those include the exciting steps of, let's work on our natural language understanding of our AI system. And they include, an infinite number of small, boring steps relating to, like, how are we optimizing our search keywords for our website? Who's on our mailing list? Just the full range of challenges that an entrepreneur faces.
And you used to be a tech journalist. Did you always have entrepreneurial ambitions to start your own business, or were you more led by the idea that you had?
Probably the latter is more true. I was led by my idea, but you don't necessarily think of journalists becoming entrepreneurs, but journalists, as you know, every project is like a little endeavor that you're getting off the ground, and it starts with a germ of an idea, and then you have to convince other people that it's a good idea. Then you have to kind of rope people in. Maybe that's the wrong phrase, but you have to get other people enthusiastic, get them to talk to you. So what I've found is that there's a lot of these same skills, and it is a little bit you're kind of operating on your own to a degree with a vision, and then trying to entice the world to buy into that vision. Starting a company, I mean, one, it's been fascinating. It's been exciting. So much learning practically every week. And it's also been unbelievably hard. And not just in terms of the sheer work, but emotionally, it's tough because you're just, you're always looking for this feedback that either you're gaining ground or maybe you're losing ground. You're doing the right thing, you're doing the wrong thing, and it's always coming in. And, starting a company, you bump up against a lot of walls. So, if I had to describe what entrepreneurship is like in a single word, I think that word would be intense.